Do it.
I'm recording.
Hello.
Recording. So, where last we left our heroes, you had managed to defeat the druids, performing a ritual, um, committing various crimes against nature. However, you were not successful in stopping the ritual, and two druids, along with the tree that you have been told is identified as Winter Splinter, has vanished. You then searched around, found where the druids had been staying, cleared it out, broke a sigil, which then allowed this what was at one point some sort of potentially maybe an actual druidic grove upon this hill, allowing various different kinds of trees and things to begin to rapidly grow, and you also found some goodies, and then decided to take a long rest before making your way back to the winery.
Oh, that's right. I never did the long rest.
So everybody hit your long rests.
You take a long rest?
Done and done.
I have long rested.
Beautiful.
I am fully charged once more.
All right. The next morning, what are you all doing? Not particularly, I don't think. I feel like I would be a bad DM if I didn't remind you that at the very least 3 of you had spoken about using the bag that you have found.
Oh yeah, no, I 100% pick up my next ball of fluff from the bag of bags. I don't know if that's about you.
Yes, so I'm sorry, hold on, allow me to get their names.
Skinny Jim. Bartholomew. Chew, I believe.
Yes, Skinny Jim, Chew, and Bartholomew have all disappeared as a new dawn has broken. And if whoever would like to can pull a fuzzy little critter out of the bag, you get 3 of them. Kate, 6. Okay. Anyone else doing it at this moment?
How long do they last outside the bag again?
Till the next dawn.
Yeah, scoop.
Roll a d8.
Come on, Chew.
Go ahead and roll again. Okay, cool. So technically, I'm just going to let you know, rules is written, it doesn't actually specify you technically could both pull the same thing. I'm kind of playing it as if there are 8 creatures that live in this bag, and they are the same creature every single time, so you wouldn't be able to pull duplicates. Are we cool with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Seems reasonable to me.
There's one more pull if someone wants to take it.
I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm pulling out. So okay, I will go ahead and grab one of those then.
Okay, 3 new ones from last week.
Mm.
Should I put fuzzy ball in my inventory?
No, they pop
you
out and then
toss
they
it,
go
it turns
back to
into
the
an animal.
bag. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They have
Like
a
the
little
capsule cars
dimensional.
from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, they have essentially a bag of Pokemon. They live inside the bag. They have a little dimension where they're all friendly together. It's fine. I'm gonna go in
Skinny Jim,
order.
I choose you.
There's no ethical concerns. They're all playing Pokemon Me in there. The windows are rolled down. Their favorite music is playing. It's fine.
Yes, they're fine. They're fine. It's got one of those notes on the side that just goes, "Please leave me alone. Air conditioning is on. I have food and water. Please leave me be." I'm gonna go in order of what I think is the most fun order. So first off, Rob,
Whoa.
you throw, and as you throw, you realize it wasn't really that fuzzy, but it was like it was still very soft, and you realize as this little ball of feathers hits the ground, it expands, and then fluttering over to your shoulder is an owl.
Ooh, an owl. It's just floating in the air right now.
He fluttered over to your shoulder. Yeah.
Oh, he floated over to my shoulder. Okay. Oh, cool. I give him a little head scratch.
Okay. Next up would be Kate. As you throw this ball, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until before you is a giant boar.
Ah, Arthur. Excellent.
And last but not least, oh Jesus, Karth,
Mhm.
you throw this little fuzzy ball, and it gets big, sort of a bit stocky, and you watch as massive mane grows. As before you is a lion.
Oh, fuck, that's so cool.
Holy
Your name-
shit.
Your name's gonna be Craig with a K.
Someone else better be writing all this down. I will.
Okay, wait. Craig with a K. Is that KRAIG or is that KREGG?
KREGG because it's funnier.
That's the cooler option. I completely.
Rob, since you threw the owl, you get to name it.
As I hit a new tab, fantasy name generator.
Don't be a
Owl.
fucking coward. Reach into the back of your brain.
Reach into the abyss. I will name him Marin.
Aaron, like
Good one.
AARON.
Like the girl who stole all of Krillin's money.
Marin, like Merlin, but without the L.
Cool. So Marin the owl, Arthur the giant boar, and Craig the lion are now in your company.
Dope.
I sure hope Barf doesn't feel bad about another flying companion.
You can summon him, by the way.
I will summon Barf.
Where have I been? What happened? Where are we?
Barf, you died again. I'm sorry. It was unfortunate, but it happened. But now you're back, which is all the better.
That makes sense, man. Like,
Meet your sibling, Marin.
oh, wait, you're not. You weren't in the womb. He
Was the
just
owl
stares at
talking?
the owl for a minute. No, definitely not from the womb. But I love you anyway. And then poof, gives the owl a hug.
Oh, beautiful.
No, the owl like hoots and it's like a little bit taken aback. The giant boar just kind of begins rooting around for things. Just kind of smelling and kind of moving about. And the lion just sort of pads its way over to you, Karth. Karth, everything in your tiny brain is screaming. This is a predator that should be eating every single one of you. And despite fighting monsters and things, there are certain things evolutionarily that just terrify you. And everyone here, and everyone is probably a little bit wary of the fucking lion.
That's a
I wanna
freaking
ride it.
lion.
Yeah. You say you want to ride it? He crouches down and bends his head.
I'm gonna start braid. Karth is absolutely gonna start like braiding its mane.
Okay.
I take it giant boar are more than big enough for Walker to also ride.
Yeah, okay, so Kate, you're probably one of the people in this group who've never had to fight. Giant boar are fucking terrifying. I don't know about anybody else. They are
They are extremely dangerous creatures.
yeah, and just even from a D&D perspective, they are weirdly difficult to beat in battle. They are definitely should not be CR2. Let's just put it that way. But yes, they are a large beast, very easy enough for Walker to ride.
So, I'm gonna pull Arthur and Minky up next to Brunch.
Yo, hold up. What's this KHU shit?
Is that not how you wrote you fucking weird?
No, it's chew. It's KHEW. Like the word chew with the C replaced with a K.
Fix it. But also, I need us to all recognize that we now have Brunch and Arthur and Minty. So that's my contribution to the session.
Arthur
I
Noon.
love that.
Okay.
Because it's brunch and afternoon tea, which is bigger than fun.
Yo,
Yeah.
if we can find a dire boar, we'll have the whole fucking D&D family of pork.
That's just dinner at that point, surely.
Supper.
Are you
Second
trying to say
breakfast,
something,
you've
Ryan?
got-
No, supper is small.
What's up, Harley?
I was asking if you were trying to say something. Your mic crackled.
No, I was cackling at the whole family of pork. That was very funny.
Thank you.
All right, so as you all head out, along with, I do not recall her name. One moment.
Well, that's Karth's bird girlfriend.
Whoa.
I don't remember who called her that first, but I do remember her being called that.
I think you're the only one she likes.
Well, can't say it now.
No. What was your joke?
Hmm. There it is, Homer. The funniest thing you'll ever say, and no one was around to hear it.
Playground rules. You don't have to know you're someone's girlfriend. You don't have to know you're the girlfriend.
I guess we should probably report our progress to either Karth's bird girlfriend or like just head back to Mardikov's name. Yeah, head back to Mardikov's camp.
She was here, so I guess we just have to go talk to the guy who fucking hates him.
He yelled at you one time. It's fine. I'm sure you'll live.
Oh no, let's be clear. That was me. Walker gives not a fuck about this guy whatsoever. The fucks are in the negative.
Okay, so you head on back. Her name is Stefina. I looked it up. So she says she's going to fly ahead.
I'm
To let
adding
them know you
her
would all
as
be
an
returning.
ally to Karth's sheet.
And she
Is Kart's bird girlfriend someone I know, or did that appear in the last session?
she was, you saw her at the winery. She is one of, so the Marikov family is both blood related and not blood related. And everybody who kind of isn't blood related kind of treats Davian, who is the head of the family, the old man you spoke to, as their father.
Okay. That's fine. I wasn't sure if I had missed an important NPC, but I hadn't. I just forgotten him.
Yeah, no, she had spoken to Karth once when visiting her I guess quasi adopted brother, who's the guy who runs the inn you stayed at in Vallaki. Karth met her once there. And she followed you here on her father's orders. She explained this last time, but I'll recap it. Explained that she followed. She is a non-combatant, which is why she did not get involved in the fight you all were in. She is much better at the spying, gathering intel, and getting away bit. She is not a fighter.
Someone has to be. Your microphone is crackling and doing weird static things again, by the way, guys.
Oh, sorry. It's probably because I'm fucking running it through Reaper. Let me just switch it direct.
Yeah, it sounded like a Geiger counter. Which, I mean, if you ever needed a Geiger counter sound effect.
You know what it probably is? Fuck, it's my phone.
Oh my
This-
god,
I forgot.
early 2000s. They're back.
Yeah, this is a dynamic microphone. When I was using the condenser before, it didn't matter because that works a different way, but this one picks up like the of the phone, and I was holding it close to the mic just that's exactly what it is. Right, I'm putting it over there. We're good. Okay, we're good.
This motherfuckers don't hold your phone against your head like that. It's bad for you. It's
Give me the radiation.
you like give yourself brain cancer.
Doctor said I got that Dane damage.
Damn, Ramage, that's a bad type of thing, damn it.
Alright, so Stefina knows pretty much everything we know at this point, right? She's watched the whole thing go down.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess the only thing to do is just head back to Big Boss Man.
Okay.
Boss man.
You all arrive. You're not sure. Stefina arrived before you. As a bird, she can do that. Yeah. 1 second.
There it is.
So you were here at Y, and you have moved back to here. As you arrive, animals in tow. Davian is actually out waiting for you.
That's the guy.
He is not the guy. He's not even capable of being the guy. He is not the guy.
Well, there's good news and there's bad news.
Go on.
The good news is that we stopped a bunch of druids from doing something terrible. The bad news is that it may have already just happened anyway. They
That
they
sounds a lot
summoned-
like there's just bad news.
I wanted to couch it with something. I didn't want to just bring you nothing but bad news.
Yesterhill.
We broke some sort of sigil, and the trees returned to their natural state.
Also, don't go there anyways for a bit. At least one of the trees was like a weird vampire tree. Unless did we fix that? Is that what the sigil fixed?
No, that tree disappeared.
Oh. Oh, right,
Hmm.
right. Further bad news. Vampire Tree is now ambulatory.
And it's out there somewhere. They summoned it and then almost immediately disappeared. We have no idea where they've gone.
Well, that
Does that mean
sounds like
anything
a
to you?
stupid fucking name. No, not familiar to me. But then a lot of the history of that hill's lost. The druids themselves were the keepers. It was their grove. Since they flipped over and weren't really big on writing things down, don't really know anything much about it. It's good that things grow there like normal now, though, I guess, suppose.
Oh, also, real quick, before we get into the super deep nitty gritty, we agreed on what, like 15 gold per druid killed for the Witchers, right? That was how that went down.
No.
No, we got dick. We got nothing.
When did this discussion happen?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And we
Okay.
said we were going to gut him.
All right. You know what? Points at Freya and Walker. I'm your broker now. Stop. Or not Walker, Freya and Tyr. I'm the broker now. I make your deals. Stop pissing people off.
I was gonna say he's just sitting there very
Yeah, we're not
patiently
supposed to-
waiting for you all to finish.
Whatever. Turns back to guy, comes back over to the guy. We killed like 11 fucking druids, and Walker almost died twice. So if you would be so kind, I would like to be paid for that.
These people live in the fucking woods. I'm pretty sure they don't have a coffin lying around anyway.
I'm pretty sure most of their business is barter, as we discovered from their fucking books.
Out of character, exactly. I'd like to be paid.
How much did he have again?
Like 300 gold.
Yeah, also
Some
remember,
gems.
remind everybody, because can't mention the barter or whatever. You did find out. It's been a few sessions. They give the wine away because of the power.
But
The
this-
grapes grew very, very quickly, so they just gave it away. They weren't actually selling it at all.
Right, but they
So.
still had money in their chest. I'd like to be paid. 11 druid. I'll even do it at a discount. We'll do 11 druids at 10 gold a pop. I would like 110 gold pieces for my trouble.
He sits there and he looks at you and he goes, "Well, if I recall, there was not a deal made. So
I'm
I don't
making it
rightly
now.
know why. Well, that's all right. You can try, but don't reckon I have to agree with you."
These kobold, they seem to take every chance they can get.
Would you pretty please pay me 100 gold for murdering those druids after they wronged you?
We're down to 100 now. He's doing you a favor.
Did you get my stone back?
We are working on it.
There's a good chance that the tree contained the stone and the tree disappeared.
But also, if I recall, the main issue was the lack of the stone that nothing grew. And now clearly that issue has been dealt with because things can grow now.
He gestures out to the field, which is, at this point, you can see that there are no more grapes left.
So it doesn't.
All of them have fully, like, the plants have all died now. The only wine they currently have is the wine they have stored, and after that, it's all gone.
So whatever the effect was, it doesn't explain as far as.
No, my cookie.
It goes somewhere to the. It goes to like the two lining spot. At Y. The effect that it happens only goes as far as the tree line at Y. It doesn't extend to W. Then.
As far as you're aware, the only thing you saw it do was you broke that, and then the hill itself, a lot of foliage regrew, trees grew where those stones were. Beyond that, you didn't see any effects as you've been walking along, no. Now,
Oh, gross. Apologies, team. That was using the internal microphone or the laptop. That's horrendous. I apologize.
no wonder nobody could hear you. That's facing the other way.
That makes sense.
Ah, well, and he goes, well, I'll tell you what.
Tell you what.
Stefina's spoken to me. Says you fought valiantly.
I will allow you to insult me this one time. Continue. What? I've never been valiant in my life. I'm the only one asking for something. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
You were saying
Champion of the Raven Queen. Let's go for a walk.
I think
He
that's
starts walking off with you.
Grog comes back down to earth, and by that I mean blinks and goes, "Meh," and then looks at Karth and goes,
The way you try and make deals is so uniquely terrible. It's almost fascinating.
Well, it would have worked a lot better if we could have made the deal before we killed the fucking weird druids. Because then the druids would be alive and acting as pressure on the deal. But they're already dead, and I'm not exactly about to tell him that we'll go back and spend 8 fucking days resurrecting them all.
I meant more the bit where he was like, tell you what, I'm about to make a concession. And then you immediately opened your mouth and, when told to shut up, started complaining. Aren't you like 9 million years old or some shit?
I'm 45.
That's 9 million in kobold years.
True. It's a cookie.
Canonically, that
What's in
is
your mouth?
Freya
Get that in there.
asking Karth what the fuck he's eating.
No, it's
Get
a
it.
cookie.
Do that right
It's
now.
fine.
doing the Brad Pitt thing where he's eating in every scene he's in.
Motherfucker, I carry snacks. Do you want a cookie?
Oh,
Karth
fuck
is
me.
apparently played by Robert Downey Jr., who is hiding snacks all over the set.
Is it a cookie or is it a cookie? Like, is it from the hags or is it, normal?
It's a peanut butter cookie. I've had it in my pocket the whole time.
That doesn't answer the question.
You can't get me excited like that, dude.
No, look, dang it! It smells crazy. I've literally been in my pocket since we got here.
It's not the hag cookie. It's not the same thing.
End scene. We'll let T have ominous talks with
Okay,
Jazz.
so walks off with you, and he goes, we don't have to go to Whispers or anything, we'll just do it here. Yes. So, might be willing to rethink my position on my daughter's say so. However, there are going to be some ground rules to this working relationship.
Understandable. Present your terms.
Well, for one, when it comes to your business, that's your business. And when it comes to my business, that's my business. So I'm not going to get too involved in such, at least not at first. However, might have use for you, and you may have use for us. And we'll take it on a case-by-case basis.
Agreed.
I'll also say we will not be doing any kind of well, what did your friend call it? Propaganda campaign in order to raise up the people. She'd taken a second to listen. We are the only printing press in the entirety of Barovia, so everyone would know it was us, and they'd kill us and burn the house down. And
Makes sense.
the vast majority of Barovians can't read anyway.
I didn't know that.
People stopped caring after a while.
Well, you must do what you must do to maintain the safety of your people. It's perfectly understandable.
Now you need some spying or information. That's what we do.
Let's play to your strengths. It's the only way we're going to survive.
Now,
Note.
go on.
I believe I made an answer to your question.
What is that?
Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. You asked, what am I, rather than who am I? And I believe the answer is that what you are is very similar to what I am. That being a servant of the Raven Queen.
And how do I serve her?
Through the collection and dissemination of knowledge that may lead to the downfall of Strahd.
He nods for a second. He goes, and what is my gift? Yours being an endless life.
I believe your gift may be very similar to your spies, as you say.
That being,
I believe that not just them, but perhaps you also have the power of shape-shifting.
well, how do you think they all have that power?
I believe it comes from you. I believe you are the source of the power.
Currently. Before that, it was my daddy. Before that, it was his daddy, and so forth and so on.
The Raven Queen has always been represented in this realm.
Yeah. Yes, she has been.
Well, I will freely admit that I do not know much of the Raven Queen's culture or organized religion. I was simply returned by her, and I've been learning along the way.
Well, if you'd ever like to find more, I could help you with that.
I believe I would like that. Perhaps at a time when things are not as critical.
Things are always critical here. Whenever you have the time, come find me. I'll show you more.
I will endeavor to find it.
Now, you came here seeking the wine shipments. Well, we got one more left that can get to Vallaki, another that can get to Kresk. We don't have enough for Barovia, and if I'm being honest, we're probably not going back that way anytime soon.
That's understandable. Well, I believe we will be visiting or revisiting both of those places, so on behalf of my colleagues, of course, I believe we would be happy to transport that for you.
I think I'd allow that. When you get to Vallaki, you let my son know that you've been brought into the fold, and he'll be far more forthcoming with his assistance.
And I shall. I want you to know that we appreciate everything that you've done for us thus far.
All right. Listen, I'm an asshole. I'm old and I'm stuck in my ways. So I was probably a bit of a dick. But you and your friends gotta understand, as much as you were sent directly by her and the others involved, you're new here. You need to trust people here, that maybe we know a little bit more about what we're doing than we let on. We don't all have firepower, but a war is not just won with a sword or a spell. You ever find yourself more along the mortal line? Well, we'll see. Best get back to your friends.
I think that's for the best.
He turns and walks back to the house.
Harold will wait for him to go first and then follow at a respectable distance.
Oh, he told you to go back to your friends, and they're still standing back where you'd left them.
Okay, yeah, I'll just return, just head straight towards the group then.
Y'all watch as the Herald returns alone.
Well, the good news is I got the question right.
What's the bad?
Well, Mordakov is indeed a servant of the Raven Queen, much like myself. Unlike myself,
Yeah.
however, he has been a servant of the Raven Queen in a multi-generational span. She is well represented in this realm. For getting the question correct and for being somewhat on the same side, he has offered the services of his spy network to us, should we need them. They are not warriors, they are not fighters by any means, but wars are not simply won with swords. He is also
I'm just glad we can fucking talk about it now, because trying to not tell you that they were Raven Queen people and they could turn into birds. Oh my god. Oh, that was really tough.
I think I figured it out relatively quickly, but I didn't want to be wrong. I think that's what held me back. Regardless, he has offered his services, and I have offered to transport what remains of their wine to both Falaki and Kresk. I believe we will be visiting both places, yes?
I believe so.
Well, then we once again have purpose.
Maybe you do. I've always had purpose.
I believe you. Yes, that is the ultimate
Maybe
purpose.
do you,
Yes, but
do you mean less purpose and more direction? We
I
can
think
do
you're
with
correct.
direction.
Yes, it feels like everything that's happened over the last while has been something of a distraction. It feels like now we may be on the direct path.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Knowing us, we'll try.
Well, I appreciate your optimism.
One
Give
of
me a
the young
I said we'll try. I did not say we will succeed.
Give me a moment to resummon Helen, and then we can be on our way.
as you all are talking, a young farmhand comes up and goes, howdy y'all. So y'all are gonna be taking the taking the wine for us?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've been told I'm riding along with y'all.
Are you coming with us, are you?
Well, I know where it needs delivered, and I've done the trip many a time, and we want the cart and horses back once we're done.
Okay. I promise we don't bite.
What is your name?
My name?
Yes.
My name. Hold on. My name is. Sorry,
Looks
ain't
through his cue
too.
cards.
Shit.
Looks through the script. Oh shit! What was
He
my
takes off his he takes off his shirt. He looks at the label that's sewn into the back of the collar.
from the prop department?
What's
From
your
his mother.
fucking what's your
Definitely do not iron. Dry clean only, you bitches. Like, how am I meant to make that into a name? Weird.
fucking what's your name? Fuck you.
Well, name's Lester.
It's very nice to meet you, Lester. I am Harold.
Oh yeah.
Not Harold.
You're Harold.
No, with an E. It's not a real name. Don't worry about it.
All right. You're
I typically
Harold.
introduce myself as
You're
a Herald of the Raven Queen.
grog, like the drink, right?
I'll take it.
You're Craft.
Arth.
Arth, all right. You're then we got Fredja and Ted Tire. Yeah.
Did he write these down?
Writing what? Well, yeah, I can. I don't.
Back in 2 seconds.
Make a
Perception check.
Given we were just told that most of fucking Barovia
6.
read.
You were told 6. Okay.
He said most peasants can't read. He is involved with the spy clan / cult. Maybe the Raven Queen is like,
Oh, he's
"Oh,
definitely
but
reading
then-"
off of something he wrote on his hand. And
one of the
you're
Raven Queen.
Walkie? That can't
What?
be right.
Walker.
Walker, right.
Walkie.
Father Walker, if we were going to be formal, but that's not.
Right, so the wine shipment will be ready to go tomorrow morning. Because remember, it would have taken you a good chunk of the day to walk here. It took you a good, because you started morning last time and ended up at Yester at night. You've arrived a little earlier because you didn't have the fighting detour that you had prior, but it's still, you're gonna have to probably rest again. And you go, oh my, is that your? Is that a cat? What the hell is that?
That's a lion.
The hell's a lion?
It's like a really big cat that is.
You know, wolf, it's like if a cat was a wolf instead of a dog.
Phew. What's it lie about?
What?
I think I'm beginning to understand why they sent you with us.
Right then. Get everything together. You're welcome to stay in the field. I'd stick close to the house. Everywhere else is a bit muddy. I'll see y'all in the morning. Bright and early.
I mean, as bright as it gets in a land of eternal night.
Is it already nighttime again?
The
Just
time it took us to get here, yeah.
oh,
Yeah, I remember you guys left. Yes, you left the winery in the morning and arrived at Yester Hill at night.
oh yeah, I guess we did. Okay.
You guys are here a little earlier because you didn't do the fight detour. So it's a little earlier in the evening, but it's still, you don't want to start off this journey in the middle of the night.
That's fair. That's fair.
So Walker's going to get on Arthur. And she's going to start by casting Detect Evil and Good and spending the next 10 minutes moving like a fucking Roomba over the orchard, over like the winery fields.
What does it do?
Detect Good and Evil detects a bunch of non-humanoid kind of monsters in a certain radius, and it lasts for a really long time.
Yeah, I got 10 minutes and it goes, it's got a 30-foot radius. So each Roomba turn is like 60 feet apart. So she'll go from one side to the other, go down 60 feet, go back, go down 60 feet and see how much she can cover. And it gives you, lets you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet.
Ironically
outside of
enough,
the-
it does
what you-
not check if you're good or evil.
No, weirdly. It also lets you know that if a place within that 30-foot radius has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
You don't get anything that was magically consecrated or desecrated.
Mm-hmm.
You do get a weird sense of, I'll give you this. There's a sense of a lack of magic where there should be.
Okay.
As you're moving through the dead vines. Like it feels like this should be, and just to you, this
Like
should be a
this-
place almost thrumming with magic.
Okay. In which case, that brings me very neatly to her next 10 minutes, which is to take Arthur up to essentially the edge of the vineyard. And she's going to cast Detect Magic and she's going to do the circuit.
Around the edge of the vineyard? Nothing.
So she'll get up to the point where the natural, like that natural magic you're talking about, kicks back in again. She's essentially
you
trying
mean
to work
back
out.
from? You mean all the way back down to the?
No, she's trying to work out where this dead zone starts and stops.
I'll save you the spell slot. It's less of a dead zone, and magic that was once here is now gone.
It's like you're in like a dried up riverbed, but magically.
All right. Okay, she's just gonna keep an eye and see if there's any. Given that we've established that the magic was being withheld in the grove by a sigil, she's essentially using the combination of detect magic and detect good and evil, to see if she can find anything similar here.
Okay. You do find, as you kind of dot along the way, you run into occasional, occasional bits of magic. Both abjuration and evocation fields.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but nothing useful or.
No, you have a look, and you do find runes, and it looks like these are they're really hard to find, and you're only able to find them with this detect magic. These are the various different kinds of essentially magical landmines that now encircle, and they look new.
She's gonna go back or wave at the nearest raven, assuming because she's been constantly fucking spied on in the spy master's place, and just be like, "Are those yours?"
There's a guy. There's several people. Just they're slowly removing the dead vines. It's going to take them a long time, but they've been slowly started the process of moving and going. What's ours?
There's magical landmines here, my guy.
Oh yeah. We had to reset them because the first couple of waves of those little tree people set them all off.
Okay, so we're not worried about those. Good. And then because I have 4 slots, so this would definitely be my second slot, presuming it hasn't covered enough. She'll just burn her other level 1 spell slots, doing the rest of the location, the rest of the area.
Okay. And while you're doing that, what's everybody else doing for the evening, if anything?
From what I've heard, Grog went from nearly dying in the fight with the Barrow Ghost to nearly dying in the fight with the tree. So not much. Grog's chilling. Grog's gonna fucking hang out with Brunch, I guess, and like
Well, brunch isn't
have
here.
dinner.
Remember you have the animals now from the bag. They don't smell right to the local wildlife because they are not. I will give you this, Kate. As you do detect, you do detect that the animal you are riding upon, as well as the owl and the lion, are fey.
Shock. Thank you. That's good.
But yeah, no, so you left all your normal animals behind in Krezg with Juicem. But no, as you're eating dinner, they bring you out food. Lester comes out and goes, "Well, don't have the wine no more. But I do have a couple of personal well, I got something if anybody'd like to share it."
I would love to. I would love to share some of this mystery liquid that you have.
I'm assuming it's very flammable.
Tyr says that out loud. He walks over and is willing to take a swig.
He takes out this bottle. And it's like weirdly, like it's got barnacles on it.
Oh fuck yeah!
Like it should, like, but they're just there. And he goes, Yeah, see, I was looking and I bought it from one of them there hags, and it lasted me a good long time. I've been told you just do a thimble a night. It'll grow some hair on your chest. I'll tell you what. What did I trade for it? Oh yes, was gave her three of my teeth.
Small price to pay.
Well, I was losing them anyway, so why not?
If anything, they've done you a favor, it sounds like.
Well, I got the wood ones now. They're much nicer, and I can take them out to clean them. Makes it easier.
Harold will motion forward to take the bottle and take a sip, even though he knows probably nothing's really going to happen.
He goes, "Oh, hold on now." And he takes it and he pours a thimble, and he goes, "Don't want too much more than this. Anybody else want a thimble?"
I will be having a
Will
thimble. Was it a thimble on that was on his finger, or
He like reaches into a jacket and then pulls out. Now all of his fingers have thimbles on them, and he's like, "I got some for everybody if you want some."
Wilkin will reach into her coat and pull out a metal shot glass.
He goes, "Well, I still got a hold on," and he pours it into a thimble and pours it into the shot glass. It's like really thimble size. There's almost no liquid in there at all.
Walk out with a jar of dirt in one hand because she's still in the middle of doing something else.
Y'all should eat first. I just want to preface this. Finish your dinner.
Grog looks at Grog will take a thimble and then look at the thimble that he's holding with the instruction to eat dinner first. And it's just like, and then just kind of awkwardly has to like stick the thimble into the mud a little bit. Because thimbles don't have, unless these are the ones with like a flat base, they're normally like rounded at the end.
No, it's rounded at the end, so you gotta kind of get it in there. You
Yeah.
do though.
Grog finds like a crack in the dirt and just kind of like wedges it in there and is like, thanks.
No, I don't eat, so I'll wait until everyone else is finished.
I think you should try eating something.
I mean, if you insist.
Just so your stomach's not empty. I don't care if it tastes like ash in your mouth or whatever curse bullshit you got going on. Just trust me.
To be fair, he's already dead.
As you take a bite of something, Harold, it does turn to ash in your mouth.
Well, there we go. You satisfied.
Does it turn to ash in their mouth in like is it a very literal way where we watch the food go into his mouth and he just goes like nah, nah, and there's just like gray powder?
Yeah, very literal way.
Oh, fuck! Oh, that is.
I
Oh,
assumed that was a metaphor.
You
Yeah,
understand now. You see.
I thought it was like poetry.
It's not
Hey!
metaphorical. It's quite literal. It's very, very literal.
Do you think it's activated charcoal? Like I feel it.
What a fucked up thing to do. Right?
I've never really studied it, so I couldn't tell you.
Walker gets a small container out of her jacket, hands the herald a piece of bread, and is like, I would say spit, but that implies liquid. Ash, please.
This is disgusting, but I'll do it for science. And he spits out the ash.
Grog puts like both hands on the ground and is like,
Oh no. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. There's one question. What happens if he sucks a dick? It's the question.
What happens if you
Yeah, like, oh no, that's a good idea. Like, does the whole dick turn to ash, or just the?
No, wait. Have you bitten anyone?
No, but this is is it a bite based curse, or does it
Is
just
it a
be
weapon?
in the vicinity of the mouth?
Yeah, no, I follow. I 100% follow. Hey, Harold, have you bitten anyone?
Have I bitten anyone?
Hey,
Yeah.
Lester, come back over here and let Harold bite you.
In
You
the
mean
in the middle of
recently have
in
I
the middle
bitten
of
anyone?
like
After turning
Harold,
into
you know it is a food based curse.
Never
It
mind,
only-
Lester.
no
It
no
only
no no
works
but
with food.
no but hear me out. Hear
I
me
haven't
out.
bitten anyone, but I know for sure.
Hear me out. Some people eat other people.
Wait,
The
yeah,
line
actually,
between
hold on.
people and food.
Karth is gonna fully strip out of his leather for a moment and take a dagger and pry one of his own scales up. Like, put this in your mouth.
That's still dead though.
But it's not technically food for a human. Put it in your mouth.
Harold
Is it
looks
food
at the
for-
scale for a
Oh,
minute and
because
just
kobolds
goes,
eat each other. No, this is a good idea, actually.
Like, does the curse respect cultural differences? Put it in your mouth.
My theory is it's what the Raven Queen deems as food.
we're testing the intelligence of this curse. It's very, very clever.
That's
Right, well,
it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I
for-
have the next
for
step after
science.
this one. Do it. Do it.
Harold pops it in his mouth.
Harold,
Mm.
Does
that
the scale turn to ash?
it's very crunchy and doesn't have much of a taste to it, being a scale, but it doesn't turn to ash.
Oh shit! This is about to fucking suck. Okay.
The Raven Queen's
No,
racist.
hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
No,
Walker goes into her medical bag, takes out one of her very, very, very fucking sharp scalpels, and takes off the top joint of one of her fucking fingers on her non-dominant hand.
But Colt, why can't you just pop those off anyways?
No, I can put its teeth. I pull teeth out. It will regrow. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all part of the same fucking.
I'm
Ow,
not-
that really hurts. It's all
I'm
part of
not
the-
worried that it'll regrow. Fingers regrow. That's a thing fingers do.
It's not for most people, actually.
Are you really suggesting that I'm about to put a severed fucking finger in my mouth?
Technically, it's only a third of a severed finger.
And
Car's
technically, you don't need to. You don't even need to. You don't need to inhale. You don't need to swallow. We just
Oh,
need
trust
to
me, I always
know.
inhale.
We just need to know. Also, technically, that is an eerie token. So if you did swallow for the next day, I could telepathically communicate with you.
Through my stomach.
Yeah.
Just the growls of my stomach form words.
I think it is telepathic. As an action, you can send a 25-word telepathic message to a creature with your token, which I think counts having consumed said token.
So, do we think it's because the Raven Queen is racist, or just that she doesn't respect cannibalism?
Hold on,
We don't know if it turned to ash yet.
Harold. Are you eating the finger?
Yeah. Harold looks at the finger and he just says to himself under his breath, when the soldiers stand leaning on their spears, they are faint from want of food. When the soldiers stand leaning on their spears, they are faint from want of food. For science, he puts it in his mouth.
For
Okay.
science.
Harold, you end up pulling it back out because the nail is gross.
Cute.
And there's bone. The meat, though, it tastes kind of good.
This is... I don't understand.
Oh, wait. No, that totally tracks because you're You're an undead. Undead eat things.
But not scales, apparently.
I mean, I'll be honest. Whenever I ate another kobold, I usually did like a couple hours later have to hork up a bunch of scales because they're kind of hard to digest.
Yeah,
It
okay,
needs
that
to
makes
be-
sense.
It needs to be sapient. If it's sapient,
Ooh. Grug it just gets up, gets right into the Herald's face, and like uses each thumb to like pry one of his eyes open, just stares in. Does she see like red pupils or like bloodshot veins and stuff that aren't normally there?
Eyes look normal.
Okay, it's fine. He's not turning evil yet.
we didn't even inhale. It's fine.
I'm just saying, sometimes you feed a zombie flesh and they get weird eyes and veins and they start like sweating and twitching and shaving their heads.
I think you mean
It's a big thing for them. I don't listen.
Grog, I think you might just be thinking about people on regular drugs.
No,
I think that's just
Zombies
PCP,
do
but
it.
it's fine.
you
Harold
don't
stands
get.
up in the middle of this conversation, just still like looking at the finger, holding it in front of him.
Are you gonna finish that?
So I need
Harold, I have to ask, are you finishing the finger?
He has taken another tiny bite just to make sure that he didn't imagine it, that it
And it
does
wasn't a
taste
fluke,
of
yeah.
something.
That's enough. Okay, cool.
That's crazy.
You eat people, Freya. Shut the fuck up.
That's true. You do eat people.
Yeah, Freya's out here like, oh, it's not good
Also,
for people.
also, we fucking Tyr really can't talk because Karth's gonna hand Tyr a fistful of poison right now and tell Tyr to eat it, and Tyr would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I'm literally no better. I ate like a smoldering pile of like rotten rations from Grog and got a bellyache, like a tummy hurt the worst.
So technically, just so we're all aware, certainly the way I've chunked it down for roll 20, I'll need to check the original text. Eerie token does not have a limit on the size of the token. It just says that after a long rest, the missing part regrows. So this has the potential to be fucking horrendous.
I want to roll an insight check to see what kind of face journey the Herald's going through. I got a 13.
It's up to the Herald.
Is the Herald trying to hide how much of a face journey he's having and what kind of journey it is?
And then also, as someone who just rolled 25, I want to know what kind of face journey he's going on.
Harold
We
is,
need
is
we
in the
need the
middle of like
13 and we need the 25.
it's a look that you haven't seen before. It's like genuine confusion with a twinge of fear.
Oh no, we actually broke the Herald. That's a shame.
If it's any consolation, Harold, it's not actually cannibalism because Walker's not human.
It's true. I'm not even technically entirely moral.
Well, I don't. Hey, listen, Harold. Just because you happen to be a creature designed to feast on the flesh of mortals doesn't mean you have to let that define you. You haven't done it so far, so like, keep doing that. You know?
Feasting on the flesh of mortals was not part of the deal. The entire time I've been here, no matter what I've tried to consume, it literally turned to dust in my mouth. This is the first thing since I was returned that tastes of something. I'm not sure what this means.
Listen. I don't know a lot.
You're about to get really into Chianti.
I
I need a nice side of fava beans.
That's it. That's it. Now you got it. You're fine.
the gods can they can just make new shit, but that's a whole deal, and it's a big deal, and it's very scary, and it can go wrong. So I kind of get it if the Raven Queen went, "Hey, I need to resurrect this guy. What are the ways I can do that? Skeleton, I need him to have flesh. Lich, I need him to not be insane and full of wizard powers. Revenant, he will have a craving for human flesh, but he will otherwise be fairly normal. Cool, I'll make him a Revenant."
Until now, I've never experienced any sort of craving for it.
Okay, fucking, I don't know, predilection for human flesh then. Fine. Point is, she made you a thingy, and you're fine. I don't think she has some secret mission that requires you to eat people. If only because otherwise she probably would have sent you to a major population center and not Barovia. I feel like a rampaging undead paladin with a thirst for blood could do a lot more flesh, whatever. Could do a lot more damage in Neverwinter than it could in
Also, remembering this is the Raven Queen we're talking about, unlikely to be going forth to unleash a ravenous undead upon the masses. That's kind of the anathema to her whole vibe.
I don't know, sometimes you just feel a little bit crazy. Girls' night.
We're entering a subversive era. I'm so here for this. No, it's a satire. It's a subversion.
I'm
Anyway,
going to go over there for a while and sit with Alan. I need some time to process what's just happened.
that's fair. Try not to spiral too much. More than the expected amount for finding out that you like eating human meat.
No, of course, this
Not human.
Sorry,
a
people
logical
meat.
meditation.
God, I'm sorry I'm being inclusive.
Harold,
Meditation
as
for
he's
her
leaving,
today.
he's just gonna pop a hand on Grag's shoulder and just be like, "I appreciate that you're trying to help me."
Wait, Harold, before you go, if you do start to spiral, Karth pulls a fucking little kobold fistful of kind of gross moss out of one of his many pockets. Eat this; it'll make it better.
Oh, so if you start to spiral, you want to be really anxious. Very cool.
Wait, hang on.
Grog puts a hand on Karth's hand and gently lowers the moss and is like,
Let's not.
"You can go." Waves the herald off, and then to Karth is just like,
Let's not give the Herald drugs he's never tried before while he's emotionally vulnerable. Because
This is
we
normal
don't
moss.
know if he's going to have the kind of high you want
This
or
is
the
normal
kind of
moss.
high where spiders start trying to steal his kneecaps.
This is normal moss.
Harold has already left. He's about
Because
40 feet away. Like Alan's lying on the ground, and Harold is like leaning into him.
Sometimes if you give people something while they're in a suggestible state and you tell them it does something, it'll do that thing even if it's just normal moss.
Okay, so your placebo affecting him.
We are not
him calm.
bringing the Grand Wizard Placebo into this right now.
Listen, Placebo wrote some really good text. However, before we wrap up, I need to do two further things magic wise. The first one is with her jar of dirt from the vineyard. She is
I got a
going
jar of
to.
dirt. I got a
Yep,
jar of dirt.
yep, that was entirely my joke. Thank you. I'm so glad somebody else was there. She's going to try and cast Remove Curse on the dirt inside the jar and see if it has any effect.
Oh, the ash.
No. I'm talking about literally the dirt from the vineyard.
Oh, okay.
Liv's still doing science when all of this went down. She just paused her science to do other science, undead science.
Okay. One, Harold,
With science.
take 1 temporary hit point. And I'm going to pull you into a call in a second. As for you, you cast a spell curse on the dirt.
Remove curse.
Remove curse. Nothing happens.
Okay, and then after that, she's going to take herself off to the side and use divination.
Do what?
Use
Bye.
divination.
Okay, we'll come back to you in a second. Harold, can I grab you into Whispers really, really quick so I can explain exactly what this is? Okay, cool. It's just easier to explain.
Listen, all I'm saying is if you stab someone and you're like, this knife is on fire, their skin doesn't sear, Placabo's an idiot.
That's not at all what Placabo wrote in any of his texts. All right,
You
it's
guys
not
should hear-
about.
You guys should hear about the teachings of Theseus. If you build a boat with different parts and the same parts of a boat, is it still the same boat?
It's not relevant.
Wow, I've never seen someone. I've never seen someone so clearly know what they're talking about, but be unable to express it.
Let me say this. That is not not the Rob explanation. That is 100% the tier explanation.
No, yeah, 100% figured it was in character.
Yeah,
Which
no,
is
like,
as was Grad's.
It's not relevant.
I'm literally listen, okay, Grog.
Here walks over to Karth and grabs some of his moss and goes and rips it apart and then puts it back together and says, "Is it still the same moss?"
Yeah, because you used the
No,
same.
because
Yes.
it's dead now.
It was already dead. I don't grow it in my pockets.
Why
I just
not?
keep it. Well, I just keep like a little. It's just like a little moist pocket to keep it in.
That's how you keep moss alive, dum dum.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Dark,
grow.
wet places.
It doesn't grow. It doesn't have any nutrients to grow with.
Well, you should try harder.
Fine, I'll scoop some fucking shit ass dirt that takes magic to grow things, and I'll grow moss in my pockets.
Well, I didn't say now. You're not going to be able to do it with this dirt. It's obviously cursed.
Grog points over at Walker doing like science off at the edge of the campfire light.
It's obviously cursed.
Freya, would you like some actual dank so you don't have to keep dealing with this?
Freya, would you like to
Get
voluntarily?
high. That's like a vampire. Ooh, do you need to drink the blood of someone who is high?
Freya, would you like to voluntarily freak out? Because we're twins, we're made of the same DNA. I know. Cobalt moss does not do well with my brain dome.
She is a vampire, though. Her brain's probably shaped a bit different. Well, I'm sorry that your other organs changed and your brain didn't.
I mean, it is technically poison, so it probably would have reduced effect on Freya. She just have to eat a lot more of it.
I'm pretty sure I'm resistant to poison, but not in the same way that Freya is.
You're resistant to poison, but there's
And just Grog reaches out and taps Tyr right in the forehead.
there's some shit going on in there, dude.
Oh,
How
there
the fuck
is.
did you reach his head? He's like 6'3".
I'm sitting
I
down.
can stand and we're all sat around a campfire,
I'm
dumb.
enjoying my thimble of brown juice or whatever it was.
Brown.
Oh shit, are you gonna try that?
This
Yeah.
this motherfucker's drinking dirty water. This
Drink it. I guess he didn't hear me.
Tea's not in here.
No, but before I said I was drinking it.
There we go. Okay. So there's that.
Wait, he-
Technically, Harold, I should have you roll a 1d4.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop.
I'm sure that's fine.
So I was wrong. It is not 1. It is 3 hit points. 3 temporary hit points. All right. What is happening with you, Walker?
Divination, baby.
Oh, Siggy, are you okay? I was playing with him and he jumped up in the air to get a toy and he just fell right on his ass.
Oh no.
Oh,
He's a
He's
cat.
the
He's
most
fine.
uncoordinated cat I've ever met.
He's a
Watch-
baby.
watch him.
They're-
Watch him pretend that nothing ever happened. That's what they always do.
Okay,
Literally always.
Siggy, I think you need a treat.
I fell. I want an ice cream.
Yeah, see, now he's going to learn that because he fell on his arse, he gets a treat. So he's going to do it again.
no.
And then you can start a circus show of this cat
Yeah.
that continuously does ground pounds like he's in a
Okay.
Mario game.
Okay, Walker.
So, yeah. Walker's going to take out her holy text of Palor. And in the other hand, she has her holy concealer, which looks suspiciously like a very detailed thin leather piece of like cheese with holes in. And to divine this answer, she's going to cast
Are you casting Cheese of Truth?
yeah,
God damn it.
cheese of truth.
Did you say leather piece of cheese?
It's not actually. It's going to be like a very detailed, like appropriately holy looking thing, but essentially, yes, she's casting cheese of truth. T is about to provide the video.
And okay, I'm so excited to see what the fuck is happening.
Essentially, this, but with an engraved piece of leather.
Oh, okay. The
The-
slices.
no.
That means. Are you thinking like a wedge of cheese? I was
No,
like,
not like a wedge. She's gonna circle in her little bag for what feels like the right.
Circle?
She's gonna rummage in her bag for the piece of like feels like the right one for the moment. Open her page, like flip the book as a to the right bit, and then cast Palor's Holy Cheese of Truth to see what is necessary in order to bring life back to the vineyard.
So you have to ask a question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity that will occur within the next 7 days.
What type of cheese are you?
Well, fuck me. Wait, hold on. Let me. Is
Sweet
it Ori I
dreams
need
are
instead?
made
Hold
of
on.
cheese.
who am I to disagree?
Cheese.
Brie.
Disagree.
Oh, disagree? That's
Yeah.
better.
How the fuck do you spell that spell?
Travel the
Ori.
world and
Shit.
7 3.
No, not cheese. Hey, fuck you. That was funny.
We didn't have any other fucking.
Augury. That also doesn't do what I needed to do. Never mind. This doesn't work. Because it doesn't guaranteed happen in the next 7 days.
Hold on. Your magic and offering put you in contact. You ask me some question.
I mean, hey, if Walker asks a question and doesn't get an answer, that's its own kind of answer. And this situation is more complicated and cannot be resolved within the next 7 days.
No, but it's got to be a specific course of the way that T's just read it. It has to be a specific course of action. So she can't be like, "Hey, is there another way? Can we bring life back? Like, is there a direction?" Because that's more of an Augury thing.
Yeah, so
Augury is full level lower. Oh no, Augury is a full 2 levels lower. So essentially, you go, "Hey, God, here's my plan. Are we thinking that is a good plan, a bad plan, or a really bad plan?" Whereas in fact, somehow divination is less helpful.
it's more helpful if you want specifics. It's less helpful if you don't know the specifics. They're both situational. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, no, that's it. That's the end of the day. No cheese.
No cheese of truth. You don't have anything you want to find out about in
I
the next 7 days?
I can't find anything out. It has to be about a specific goal within the next 7 days. And given as nothing happens in Barovia within a 7-day turnaround. Like, because it
I
takes
mean, like technically, you guys are just on the outside of 7 days, so like y'all haven't been here for like months. You've been here like a week or two. But yeah, like
I mean,
probably
I will
weeks,
attempt
but
to. I will attempt to cheese of truth, but I don't. Given
you have
the
just
risk-
okay. If you don't have anything specific to ask about, then don't cast the spell because you're not gonna get it's not gonna be a good answer, right? You need something specific you're looking at. I was right.
I want to know if Strahd's going to have a kidney stone in the next week.
What you're probably looking for is probably what is it, Wheel and Woad?
No.
Yeah, Augury.
You know, him getting a kidney stone is pretty likely. I'm pretty sure kidney stones are born from eating a lot of meat with iron in it, and he is a vampire that just sucks blood. So
Maybe he deliberately sucks people who are iron deficient. You don't know.
that'd be that'd be a good plot for
Hold
what
on.
we do.
There is a spell that does this. Hold on.
I'm looking now. It would be a divination. And it doesn't like it. It looks like it jumps straight from here to foresight at 9, which is completely different. It's essentially just like you can see the fucking future from. Or I guess commune. Yeah, no, it would have to be 5th level spell. It would have to be commune, where you can ask 3 questions and they can be answered yes or no.
Yeah, I was gonna say commune
So
is
it has
murder.
to. Yeah, no. Okay, sorry, I can't. Never mind. Never mind. No cheese of truth. That is, if we ever actually do the thing, it is canonically how it works. Cheese of truth cancelled. There was no cheese. There was no truth.
Big booming voice just rolls out of Barovia. Cheese of truth canceled. And I was like, what the fuck?
I was thinking
What was that?
Dark Souls font.
Okay, so if you're not doing
So,
that, what is anyone else doing anything else? Are we gonna
Yeah,
drink the alcohol?
Yeah,
I'm
let's
drinking
drink.
that good brown juice out the thimble.
Everyone drinking, make me a Constitution saving throw.
You betcha.
sorry, Karth only drinks normal drugs.
Oh, whoopsies.
Harold's going to drink, but he's going to do it, over there.
sulking in his little corner of existential woe.
He's like, he's like sitting flat on the ground and like leaning against Alan, like who's lying behind him.
Oh,
You
like
can
flat.
also roll the saving throw.
Oh,
Harold.
was it-
No, I'm saying everybody. So Harold can also roll, though. I'm saying. Is anybody
Oh.
else drinking?
Yeah, the saving throw button doesn't work on all 20%.
Karth?
No, like I said, Karth only does normal drugs.
Moonshine is normal.
There we go.
Moonshine is not brown.
21. Harold? You feel the tiniest of tiny buzzes.
Y'all who failed this check are fucked. This shit got the dead guy buzzed.
Mm.
Those who failed,
Twice.
those of you who failed, you find yourselves on a beach, staring at the waves, wind in your hair. Grog, you're walking along carrying a little parasol. Walker, you've walked along and you're just picking up seashells and dipping your toes in. And who else here? Tyr, you have gently fallen asleep under the sun as the three of you go fucking catatonic.
I'm gonna say Tyr drinks it, gets up, hits its head on a tree, and falls asleep.
Although weirdly, you three can see each other. It's a communal thing. Whatever it is.
I'm assuming they're all just like sat dead-eyed or lying on the ground.
Oh yeah, no, they've just fully passed out.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly the outcome. Actually, Grog wasn't planning on the beach. Grog just wanted to be unconscious.
And then you also see Lester in the distance, just sort of gently floating in the waves.
Karth looks up at Freya and says, "So it's bad that I hand out my shit, but this guy can give you go the fuck to sleep juice, and I'm
It's gonna ferment into bone hurting juice tomorrow morning.
it's gonna ferment it."
Oof, ouch.
All
my
right,
bones.
I'll roll Grog over on her side. You get the big people.
Okay. And as you all yeah, I will say, as you're searching along the beach, Walker, for these shells, your outside you has curled up with Arthur and fallen asleep, and you wake up because you are jostled as he vanishes the next morning. Those of you who imbibed and failed are poisoned for the next 3 hours.
Yeah.
Resistant to poison damage. This is poisoned the condition. It gives you disadvantage on attack rolls.
I think it's the condition of poison too. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, find it. But either way, you all awake the next morning, and you see that Lester is up and feeling good. And he's like, "Oh, whenever y'all are ready, I'm ready to go. We get this show on the road, all right?"
So can I roll again to see if
Go ahead. Nope.
You're
Okay,
hungover,
all right.
hungover.
Grog points in the general direction of what's his face and goes,
That was exactly what I wanted.
Was worth a few teeth now, wasn't it?
Grog experimentally licks the inside of his mouth. Has he lost any
What?
teeth?
No, remember he said that he paid the hag several of his teeth for the bottle.
Oh, I did not hear that part.
Yeah, he paid the hag his teeth.
It's okay, Lester. Teeth grow back.
No. Grog like does a hand across the throat motion, like not people teeth.
What, y'all don't get your teeth back? That's crazy.
They don't.
Only once.
I don't. I have to steal.
Y'all ready? Got some things here for you.
I go through like 50
Are you
teeth
not
a year. That's
seasick?
crazy.
You were out there all night.
You get used to it.
Grog squints at that response and is slightly too hungover to worry about it.
So, let's see here. Oh, I got this. For y'all are witchers.
Yes.
Those two are.
These 2 bags are for you. And you each get 25 gold.
Thank you. Oh, let's go.
And this is for you. He throws it to you, Karth. There's also a bag of 25 gold with a note on the inside of yours.
What's the note say?
Don't be a cunt.
Well, if it ain't the invisible cunt.
And then he looks around and goes, Harold, while we're getting ready to get out of here, he really like you to come to the house.
Yes, of course.
And Walker, I got it right this time. I got a note for you. It was just delivered on the back of a raven. Well, not really on the back of a raven. It was in her claws, but it's for you.
Mm-hmm. She'll take it.
There you are.
Opens it.
Straight from Barovia Township, I hear. He hands you the note. So we'll do the note first.
Mm-hmm.
The note is from Brother York.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the ravens, at some point in the last, since meeting you all, whether you're not sure when, but they have been a little bit in contact with them. You are, and it is Brother York writing to you. Everything is kind of going okay. Healing people where they can. People have started moving around a little bit more. They're also finding apparently a little bit of resistance here, as there are quite a few people who like the way things are. However, it kind of rolls on and on and on. Goes off on a tangent about an interesting case of foot fungus, and then says that. Hold on a second. That they were really, really happy at first to see Drindar as she returned. That they were happy. They were asking for updates and things from her. She was tired, though, went to bed. And that the next morning, he woke up to a start as there was a bit of a scuffle between Drindar and what's his name, Amumet, and the Witcher's companions, whose names I don't recall off the top of my head. Let's see here. Yep, hold on, I'm getting their names.
We haven't played in the Chow Garden for a while, and they're getting mean.
Mumed and Drindar were in a bit of a scuffle with Vanin and Ramadan, which led to Drindar and Mumet running, fleeing. They ran to talk to the Witchers. Who were out on the other, or not the Witchers, sorry, the Herald's people who were out on patrol at the time to let them know what was going on. They gave a bit of a chase, but gave up when they realized that Drindar and Mumet had fled to Strahd's castle. He wishes you well. He hopes you are all safe and that everyone is very concerned, and that he hopes you will write back. As he calls them the lovely Raven people, have offered to carry a return letter.
Walker reads the entire letter, gives everyone else the summary, and then whatever we do next as we travel, we'll roll a 1d8, and presuming one of those animals is big enough, she will start penning back an equally excessively long and detailed letter. Like this top of the second page of which is the breakdown on what the fuck is going on with Drindar.
As fucking Walker reads the letter, Grog nudges Karth and goes, "Who the fuck are Drindar and Mumek?"
Drindar is the dragonborn that ripped the thing out of my chest, and Mumek is the human guy who didn't betray me, even though I was pretty sure he was gonna.
I mean, I guess he has. Wait, why were they hanging out with Drindar? I thought she just went straight to Strahd's castle.
Apparently not.
Huh. Oh, right, because she went to go get Mumek.
Mumed,
He was the sneaky rogue. He was the human rogue who was hanging out with me, who I had given orders to stockpile massive amounts of poison.
Technically, you had him stockpile massive amounts of bliss.
That's a kind of poison.
It is a poison, but it's more of a drug. But he's fled. And I'll say that there's because I actually meant to say this. There was also in this letter there was a hand scrawled note for Karth that was left behind by Mumed.
And what does the thing say?
It says, "Money was better, nothing personal."
Ah, there you go.
Nah, this some
Nothing
pussy
personal,
shit.
kid.
He's not about these streets. Weak shit.
Okay. Sounds like you got betrayed by both your guys.
I'ma fucking gut this motherfucker next time I see him. Leave him
I
for the
think next
birds.
time you see him, he'll be like an elder vampire or something. Like, they'll have made a deal with fucking... Grog makes tentacle motions. Your old dad. You're like half vampire, half squid.
I said what I said.
I have sending.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Hook me up with that. I want to talk to Mumek real quick.
I also want to put out in the letter. It also states that the people who have seemed to like the fact that they are there, everybody likes Radimov, which, for those of you who don't remember, is the Luxodon Smithy of the Witchers.
I love the,
From the letter, it would appear he has fixed about half the town.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Okay. So Walker has sending. Is perfectly happy to burn a spell slot on this bad boy for the day.
Y'all want to get going, or y'all want to shit around here and
We can do both.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds here, Lester. I gotta remind a bitch-made human who the fuck pulled him out of the gutter, because I'll put him back in it.
Sure. I mind if I drive the car. Yeah, y'all got right. Your animals are got. Where's the lion?
Oh, the lion's magic. He ain't always here.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Scoop a lion.
I'll make you a deal. Okay,
I
you
get
want
a
to roll
2
it?
this
Go for it.
time.
You got a 2 this time.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think
the
that.
owl?
Yeah.
Marin.
I will say this. Freya and Grog are the only two who haven't named something. So if it's somebody, if this is one of the things that's new, they get dibs on naming them.
Okay.
A 2. You got with a 2. You got the owl.
What's a 3? I don't have that written down.
Kate. And I will be changing up the numbers so that it is random. I just wanted to keep it solid until we've seen everything. Kate, a 3?
Yeah.
Before you, and you don't get to name him, you can pick Freya or Grog. Pick before I say what it is. No. Pick who's going to pick the name.
Pick who's name.
Grog, before you stands, and for you, this would be almost horse-sized. For you stands a mastiff.
A mastiff. Oh, I like mastiffs in D&D. In my first D&D game, there was an entire gnome village where they rode the mastiffs around and used them as beasts of burden.
Well, you are a gnome.
It's true. Brug like looks at the dog and is just gently like patting Brunch's head and like scratching Brunch's ears and
Remember,
gently
Brunch
whispering.
isn't here.
Where the fuck is Brunch? Because otherwise, to fucking.
If I recall, we had this discussion because if I recall, you guys decided because we were making it clear that it was harder to get places with the animals, which is why they were left behind.
Well, it was hard. It was
Who's
harder to
Freya?
get
You did say
here with the animals because we wanted to go through. We wanted to do the straight road, didn't we?
Okay, so
Where did we go
who's
through
Freya
the?
been Ethan? It doesn't matter. Anyway,
Okay, we'll say that Brunch is here. I didn't think she was, but she's here.
while scratching Brunch's ears and gently whispering, "It's okay, you're still my favorite." Grog will go,
Mesmerism. You can call it mez.
Oh, Mez.
That's not a mastiff, I don't think. Is it? I don't know,
It's
dog.
a staffy, but it's close enough.
If that's a staffy, that means it's even shorter than it could be.
Yeah.
But also, I fucking love a staffy, so
I had 2 of them in a row growing up. They're so good.
their fucking face, they're so stupid.
All right, is somebody else throwing the other one out? You've rolled everything but 8.
While they're doing that, Harold's gonna put his hand out to the dog just to introduce himself.
I guess I'll scoop it if no one else is gonna scoop it.
Go for it. 7. It's the lion.
Yo!
But Harold, you actually
Right.
had to go down to the into the house. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So while you all are doing that, I actually think I am going to pull you into whispers for this, Harold.
Okay.
This is what you all get for making a bunch of conniving, double-crossing, complex, bitch-ass NPCs. I got one guy.
What do you mean make them? T made these.
I got one guy. His main character trait is being my buddy. No one's gonna turn Gullup from me.
I cannot stress this enough. None of us made our NPCs.
Yeah. Also, I get it, because I've also been Final Fantasy 14 build, but you should play so much. It actually doesn't take that long. It's like, you could do it in... It's good.
Also, now I gotta get 2 new followers in
I don't know.
Barovia.
It's Barovia. They probably do cults recreationally. Someone's like, I didn't see you down at the cult hall, Mildred. And Mildred's like, we had an emergency with the soup, Deirdre. As you know, my devotion to Argagloth the Unknowing is eternal. I just had the fucking soup to deal with. Damn. Always on my case, Deirdre. I don't know either, but like, I'm not fucking in character. I assumed that Harley was also talking out of character.
No, Cart's straight up like, I gotta find a couple more fucking bums to follow me around.
Why? You're so, like, statistically, not your strong suit. One of them tried to murder you. The other, normal, betrayed you.
I don't want to be alone.
You literally have us, dickhole.
You're not always gonna be here. After this is all over, you're gonna go back to hell with Gullup, and Freya and Tyr are gonna go do Witcher things.
Oh my god, you'll die eventually. We can hang out then. Yeah, you're like 40.
50.
Whatever. You're
Also,
a grandpa.
I could live to be like 300,
Not with how things have been going. No, to be fair, kobolds just die because they kill each other. I would like to point out how many times the reason that you haven't died has been Walker.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna get a guy, like get a cleric. But like you're coming to hell eventually. And time is relative. So like from my point of view, it's not gonna be that long. Then we can hang out. How attached are you to your knees, by the way?
Well, first off, I am a digigrade life form, so I don't really have knees in the traditional sense.
Ooh, we could work with that. Just like a
Also,
baby.
also, if by hang out in hell you mean I get tortured for my various sins,
Grog is nodding. Grog is nodding.
I want to remind you I'm not going to hell when I die.
Pessimist.
No, I am fully 100% going to have my soul consumed by an unknowable eldritch god when I die. Just because I don't carry around his crystal anymore doesn't mean he doesn't still have primary dibs on me.
This just makes the fact that you pissed him off sound even dumber.
I'll be the first to admit it, all right? I got a little up in my head because the pretty hag cleric, commented about my relationship with my god, and I got too big for my britches and I made a mistake.
While I am so gratified to hear that, I would just like to say, let me be the first to admit it. Second, because I've been saying it the entire time, loudly and repeatedly. But I'm so glad you've caught up.
I'll power through it anyways. I'll power through it.
Listen, if we kill Asmodeus, does your soul go to hell?
What? How would you? That's your god, Chief. That's
whatever. Fucking guy's name.
If we kill Himarath?
Listen, if Asmodeus got mad every time someone in hell said, let's kill him, he'd never stop being angry, and that's not good for your blood pressure.
I don't think we...
That's why we have so many blood volcanoes.
I'm
Blood
not
volcanoes.
I'm not entirely sure we could kill Himarath. I feel like he's an old enough god that he's probably pretty functionally unkillable.
You can kill any god if you try hard enough or find a big enough metaphorical knife. Like, oh, it has to be the bones of an ancient priestess. Cool. What am I going to do?
There's a reason. Well, there's a reason.
Right?
Like, there's a reason why Himarath was locked away in a giant crystal instead of god murdered. Old gods have different rules.
Mm.
What the fuck do all those sequel? What the fuck's a JRPG, Freya?
I don't think killing him can be that hard. He's got eyes. If you stab him in enough of them, he'll die of shock.
What's going on over here? We're talking about.
Yes, I say at this point, the herald returns.
Oh, hey, bud. Far.
I was tasked with something.
Okay. The farmer. Wait, is he a farmer or is he just a bird?
There are servants of the Raven Queen within this realm. They have tasked me with freeing them.
Why? We were doing that anyway.
I know, it's very strange.
He would technically be a Vinter for those who want to know.
Well, I guess we'll try and slot that in with the rest of our.
Grog looks at the patch on their wrist.
freeing the people of I mean, okay, we're here to kill Strahd, but it's a demi-plane built out of his butthole or whatever. Like, once we kill him, it'll be fine.
I hope so.
Well, it would have been, but they do have 2 servants of an elder god who is apparently unkillable or whatever. So, like,
Y'all ready to go? Lester pulls up with the wagon.
Yep.
yeah,
Yes.
probably.
No,
Let's
wait.
move
Nope.
Mm.
I gotta spend my spell slot moving him.
What?
I gotta spend my
Grog-
spell slot. I gotta do sending.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Who are you using sending to?
Father Yorick.
Okay.
So she's gonna fire up and send morning, not dead. Thanks for letter. Jundar. Backstabbing bitch. Assume hella compromised. Beware mass poison, particularly bliss. Do your best. Payload be praised. Okay, bye.
Okay. You get a reply back fairly quickly. Good morning, good morning. Well,
It's not a word. Fuck you.
we assumed she was compromised when she went off to be with Strahd. And we still have the bliss. It and then it cuts off.
Walker kind of hangs her head for a second and just goes, I'll call him tomorrow. We'll get it. We'll be fine. We have talked about this. He'll dig out the phrase book. It'll be fine.
What?
He waffles. He
What?
Descending, do we hear what Walker said on her end and then get silence, or is it just that Walker stared into space?
I think it's got a verbal. You know, it has a verbal somatic material.
Technically, only Walker hears back what.
Yeah,
was
the
said.
Okay,
creature has
yeah,
the
so,
message in its mind.
We still
but
hear it. Okay, that makes more sense. Is the material, but is the fucking semantic component just Walker doing the sign at the same time?
You know, Walker just puts her pinky and her thumb like real far apart and holds it like a phone to her fucking head with like a piece of copper wire between the 2 fingers.
What are you using the wire for?
It's a fucking material component, biatch.
Do you not have an arcane focus? What is wrong with you?
I mean, I do.
None all
It's
have an
funnier
arcane
if I'm
focus.
trying to talk on the wire.
I mean, otherwise you're folding your holy symbol up
Bible.
like a cell
Yeah.
phone or your Bible. Yeah.
You know, that she only does that for divination shit. This is different.
Okay, so you all head out and you start heading forwards. The first stop is Valaki. We're going to, because you're traveling with such a large group, and because there is a chance that you have a giant ferocious creature with you, like a lion, you do make it to Valaki fairly molested. This would be a new day for your spell slots, Walker. As you arrive, you drop off the wine. Now, I will remind everyone you did have another mission here. Does anybody remember what it is?
I believe it's my dude are up on the hill now.
You're in Vallaki.
Oh, wrong time. Never mind.
You are correct. It has to do with him. What did he ask you to do? Okay, well, if you recall, he asked you to find a wedding dress.
Right.
Yeah, no, he 100% did, which means that Walker's gonna go first to the church, and if the church doesn't have a spare one, to go see her friend with the sheriff with the fucked up armhole.
Okay, so we'll have you, because I see the time coming up here, we'll have you walk off. So as you're delivering the wine, you help unload. Gonna stay here for the night at least, and then head out the next day to head for Kresk. Let's see here. Oh, Gullop and Quirk are really, really happy to see you both. To see you all, as you all have returned because you left them here with the wizard because the wizard didn't want to go.
Did I leave Juicin behind as well?
He's back at Kresk.
He's at Kresk, okay.
Yeah. Gullop comes up and goes, hi Grog. Hi everybody. So things may have gotten a little bit worse.
Oh my god.
With our friend.
Oh. Did he kill anyone?
Not yet.
Okay.
He keeps jumping people with books.
The wizard!
Wizard.
Yeah, if they have a book, he really likes to jump on them. I've had to pull him off quick over here a few times. Yeah, it's not going too well.
Have
What
you
town are
tried
we?
giving him his own book that he can just hold on to?
Yes, and they're never the right book.
I'm sorry, I spaced for a second. What town are we in again?
Vallaki.
Lucky.
Oh,
Yes.
Greg looks around for the nearest passerby unfortunate enough to make eye contact with them.
Yeah, we drove past Kresk to go to Vallaki first. Reason.
You guys agreed to ride with the wine shipment to both Vallaki and Kresk.
We're dropping off the wine at Vallaki first. That would
Exactly.
make sense. Yeah.
So Lester would go to the far away one, then the close one, then home.
Especially, I guess, if we only ride some of the way and he wants protection the whole time.
Grog waves a person over.
Hey,
Yes?
you guys have like a library, particularly an arcane library.
Alex Sugar. I don't have the kind of time for jokes and shit. Sorry, I'm busy, and he walks off.
Oh my god.
They don't have anything like that here. I tried.
Shit.
But yeah, it's got to be the right book, or he just tears it up and eats it.
hold on. Actually, DM.
Yep.
As a disciple of the Ancient One, my custom background for Karth, I have the researcher trait. Could I attempt to find the correct book?
You would have to speak to him first, but we'll see.
I presume
Wizard
it's a
guy.
spell focus.
Where is the wizard?
Well, yeah, it's gonna be
So Gollum goes, I could take you to him. He's back in the mud hut. You remember under the tree?
yeah.
It was a work of art, that hut.
We can go to him now if you want.
There weren't any books in the stupid maze, right?
Grug looks at everyone else who has been in the stupid maze.
We've
Aren't
literally only been in one room.
Certainly don't remember any books.
We're like pretty sure that's not his tower, but maybe the other wizard stole his books. I don't know.
I mean, again, we've only been in the one room because we've got 800 fucktillion things on our plate, and exploring the weird wizard tower is like low priority.
Well, perhaps
Walker's
Vice think we should
gonna
investigate at some
meander
point.
while we're having this conversation. Walker's gonna very gently, when they get down to where the wizard is, wander up and put a hand on his shoulder. And this time, she is 100% just gonna dump a remove curse in there.
Just walks up to him, just like bam.
No, she walks up, puts a hand on his shoulder, and is like, "Hey, how you doing?" Badoing.
The remove curse takes
Yes.
effect. Does not do anything.
Did we do the remove? Because I was looking it up. Remove curse would deal with things like modify memory.
I think we tried
I
something
thought we
similar.
tried lesser. I thought we
Remove
tried
curse.
lesser restoration.
Now that you've tried lesser restoration, you did that before.
Yeah.
Now that you've tried remove curse, Walker, make a medicine check with advantage.
Hmm.
A 20. So this is partially physiological, partially psychological, and partially magic, but it's not a curse. It's not something that can be just brushed away. You're getting a sense that something really, really bad happened to him, and it has actively damaged his connection to the weave.
Hey, bud, how do you feel about angels?
They have very good cake and pasta.
How are we on Fae?
What about them?
What do we think about Fae? What are the vibes? What are the Fae? What's your take?
Well, you're all right.
Okay, point. How we present company accepted. Where do we stand on Fae?
I don't understand the question.
Present company accepted. How do you feel about fiends? For, against, terrified, enamored, horny? Where are we?
I don't think about them.
Yeah, okay. Well, ain't no further fucking. We could take him to the Albert Kresk, who has some more juice. Or take him into our wizard tower that he probably belongs to.
I don't remember why.
I can't go. I have to stay. I have to find my book.
How'd you
I
know?
also I don't remember why, but I'm pretty sure we got a decent indication that it's not his wizard tower. It may have just been Grog being like, "Do you have a tower? Is that a tower you're looking for?" He's like, "No."
The tower, yeah, I'll tell you. The tower, from what you guys have been in, that is an old artifact that you were holding on to. This man, while maybe old for human, is not that old.
Can you describe it? Your book.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's got It's got a cover, and when you open it, there are pages in it made of paper.
Are they made of paper or are they made of vellum?
What's that?
It's the stuff wizards write spells on.
What's the difference between that and paper?
Vellum's like a little thicker and it's more durable, so it lasts longer.
Maybe?
Do you have any other details that we wouldn't be able to just intuit?
Yes.
Hardcover or soft cover?
Hard.
That's something. That
It's
rules
got my
out.
writing in it. I wrote in it a lot.
Does the book have a title?
My book.
And it feels like it's definitely here.
Oh yeah, it's here. I gotta find it.
Okay. So Walker's gonna spend a second and do criminal minds level. Like the last time you saw, she's gonna try walking through, and she just wants as many details about the book as she can get. Like what the texture of the cover is, what the color of the cover is, like all the words, like is the cover like embossed, is it not? And she's just gonna walk him through real fucking slowly.
I would say there's no real. The closest thing we have for this is insight. I think.
There's no criminal minds check.
Yeah, so go for insight.
How is it possible to roll two?
Natural one.
I ain't never. Never mind. I ain't never seen nothing. I can't do shit.
Hold on.
I never.
You just don't get any new information. He's trying really hard, but he will tell you, because this is something he knew already. Just he hadn't told you all. As you're asking him, he goes, I don't know. I was falling and I let it go. And my stick. And they both went bye-bye.
Huh. Like falling in the sky, falling underground. Any idea?
From the sky. It hurt when I landed.
I mean, that'll happen if you're fighting a fucking vampire.
How much time did you generally spend in the sky?
Enough for it to hurt?
No, like not in the moment, just in general. You more of a ground person, more of a sky person.
I'm a mud person.
Okay, so probably not a flying tower.
We've heard about this though. We heard that the wizard who last fucking squared off against Strahd, they went up and had like a very Marvel sky battle, and then one of them vanished, never to be seen again.
Holy fuck! Where? Wait. Oh no, he said they vanished. Did they like vanish because they fell away from you, or did they go like?
Oh, they weren't in my hands. They were flying away from me.
Okay.
As I was falling, I guess they were falling too?
Yeah. So if we find out roughly where the sky battle happened,
Grog raises both hands in like a.
It's here, though. The book is here.
Like in town.
I could taste it.
Oh, that's unhealthy. Does Walker have? Probably not with an 8. Does Walker have enough detail to try a locate object, given everything?
Oh, that's why you keep
No.
trying to eat other people's books. Because you can taste it.
You do know, because he said it's his writing, and he has written some things you in the dirt, but still. So you would have a potential rough estimation if you were to see it. But he is convinced it is within the walls of the lackey.
So a book fell from the sky. Someone picked it up.
Is Valaki where we had dinner with the mayor?
Yes.
Grog's like,
What's the chances that a magic book would get brought directly to the mayor?
What's the chances that a magic book would be reported to?
To the police!
Yup,
Let's go see your boyfriend!
not my boyfriend.
Whatever!
He is
Fuck
totally
buddy.
your boyfriend.
Shut up.
Sorry, we didn't schedule enough brooding in for you, did we? We didn't schedule enough brooding for you, so you have to go off and replenish.
Okay. So what is everybody doing for the next day?
going to the cop's house.
Grog going to the sheriff. Walker, what are you doing?
Going to the policeman's house.
Okay. Freya, what are you doing? Okay. Tyr, what are you doing?
I would like to go to the sheriff's.
Okay. Karth?
I would also like to check on the guy watching the Strahd sympathizer.
Okay. So, as we're all dispersing, that is where we're going to leave it off. That's a good place to pick it up next time.
Yay!
Oh, and Harold, I didn't ask. What are you doing?
Oh yeah.
Are you going to the cop? Are you going with Freya? Are you looking for a dress? Because you have to find a wedding dress while you're here as well.
That would be a very comedic task for Harold to perform.
Yeah, Harold goes dress shopping.
Exactly. Yeah, no, yeah, let's do that. That'd be funny.
All right, so Harold wanders off to go find the dress. Fucking love that. All right. So now we all know what everyone's doing. And that is where we'll call it for the evening.
I'm already imagining a very sharp-mouthed tailor with their hair in a bun, like peering at him over some spectacles, going, "We were wanting something that fits over the armor." Or...
No, I don't think you understand. I've explained this already.
Oh,
Poor guy.
also, I did the math, Al.
Yeah.
Karth is, if you consider the average lifespan of a kobold, Karth is, relatively speaking, 1,659 kobold lifetimes old.
So yeah, Grandpa.
Wow.
Given that the average lifespan of a kobold is roughly 11 days.
Yeah,
So you're like a great to the power of 7.
it's got to be to the point where Kirk walks in and hangs out with other kobolds, and they just like pee their pants and start worshiping him or something.
That's why I don't hang out with other kobolds. It's really annoying. It's really...
He'll just follow you going, the ancient one has returned.
Tell us your wisdom from the wider world. Tell us your...
And you're like, don't fucking murder people while they're following me around. And the other guy's like, sorry, I got hungry.
I
Stole
have
my
a
rock.
I have a legitimate locate object question.
Okay.
Technically, it looks like I don't have to know exactly what this book looks like because I know from what he's told me that this is probably a spell book. And I know what spell books look like. You can search by category.
Okay.
So is what I am currently reading. Whether or not if so, hold on, let me pull up the, because it sounds like I initially read that as it has to be the specific thing, and I've then read like 3 articles after that being like, no, you don't have to know every line and crevice in like a particular coin as long as you know what those kinds of coins look like if you're looking for like Pirates of the Caribbean coins, right? Essentially, you can search by category.
So if so, I've got 10 minutes, and at worst, Alan, maybe at best, Alan, to try and cover within 1,000 feet the entirety of Valaki.
And 1,000 feet will get you pretty far, right?
It's a mew of agreement.
Like 10,000 feet will get
Oh.
pretty far.
No, 1,000 feet. 10,000 feet is real fucking far.
1,000 feet still pretty. Like, how big could Wallaki be?
That meow sounded like a hello. Was it meow meow?
Yeah, the player's handbook says that the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind. So I can use it like a radar to ping.
Okay, so as you're going through, I will give you this.
Yeah.
You ping. Five spell books.
Okay, where?
One is within about 10 feet of you.
Okay.
If that's the one Karth has, it's in the bag of holding, and I don't think it would work.
Yeah, no,
On
that's
a-
fine.
Nope. It is not. There is one to the north of the town, one sort of southwest, one southeast, and another one more directly east of where you are.
Whose baby is eating the microphone?
Will, if you want to go actively search go to these places, that's something we'll do next.
No, I know. I'm just telling you what she's gonna. Assuming that Harold lets her steal Alan and Alan lets her steal Alan, she's 100% going to hardcore ride. She's got 10 minutes.
Yeah, Alan would be up for that.
Enough to
Easily.
Yeah, you can't do the whole
essentially-
town in 10 minutes, but you can get the idea of where these are. One of them is Esmeralda's.
Well, so that's fine. But she will, I guess, then take the bottom. Given how fast Alan can go, she'll at least try and clear out that bottom line. So she might well get a decent ping on the south. You said southwest and southeast.
If Grog doesn't have a tooth, Grog will take a tooth. So when you figure out where it is, you can go. Come here.
You have one to the south, one to the southwest, and one to the southeast. You can get maybe two of those in a minute. Or in 10 minutes. If you really want to hone in on where they are.
Yeah, no, 100%. She's gonna have. Let's be clear, because we don't want to pick up a charge. She has this idea, clears stealing Alan with the Herald, and then clears speeding through town with the policeman.
Okay, so that's something we'll do next
I
time.
know. I'm just telling you.
Okay,
That's the
remember it
plan.
for next time.
Okay.
plan.
But yeah, you know that there are 5 present, 6 technically with the spell book that's in the in Karth's bag. But yeah, there are 5 present in this town, which is way more than you thought were going to be. Seth. Yes. Yes. Which again, way more than you thought.
Hell yeah. Kresk, it's a magical place. Kresk, it's a...
Valaki.
Whatever. Valaki, it's a place with magic. They've got magic in Wallaki. That's why they call it magical Wallaki.
All I
Which
can
they
think of now is
definitely
the Toys R Us advert. It's a magical place. We're on our way there.
fucking Jesus Christ, Gazareth.
Showing my age here.
I did that. I took damage.
Even
I
I
also
remember
saw
that one.
I saw the advert in front of my open eyeballs.
Activated distant neurons. Like,
Oh, we never actually. Oh, we did. You guys have 3 chances because it's a new day to roll to see if you figure out what that last animal is. Who's rolling? 3 people roll a d8.
I'll roll.
I already closed roll 20, so I
That's fine.
Go on, guys.
Did we get an 8? Did we already do 8?
You both got 8. No, 8's the
Oh my
last
God.
one.
Holy
Ah,
shit.
This animal wants to be free.
This
You
animal's
both
to be
reach
free.
into the bag. Your hands touch over a small fuzzy hand.
Your hands touch, and then a third, smaller, hairy hand.
So, Freya, you get to name this as, and I'll say it's you throwing it out, Freya, since you've not had any chance to do these. Before you grows an absolutely monstrous, like massive brown bear.
Dope.
uh nothing. I do.
Carlson.
I'm gonna put this in chat at the same time. Cherie.
Why?
Kingmaker.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Where they added the Vox Machina characters into it as playable characters.
Pillars of Eternity 2.
Oh shit, I own that. I really should play it.
Is Pillars of Eternity not like a video game?
It is.
Yeah.
A while ago, very one of the first things that happened is they got, because they're all voice actors, them to come in and voice lines for their own characters to be playable characters in Pillars of Eternity.
Oh, okay. They just have portraits. I was like, is there like a fucking video game where people are running around as Vox Machina? It's character portraits. It's interesting that like some of them look like Keyleth basically looks like Marisha. Grog really looks like someone was referencing a picture of Travis at the time. Fucking Vax looks like the vaguest idea of Liam O'Brien. Vex looks nothing like Laura Bailey, other than they both have brown hair. Like, there's an interesting range of vibes here.
Anyways, Cherie is the Talawa word for bear.
Oh, that's cute.
What a lovely name.
For bear is Mahan or Mahan. I don't remember if you pronounce the T.
Cherie was the name of that was Tony Blair's wife, wasn't it? Cherie Blair.
Cherie Blair.
Oh my
She
god.
was a barrister. She made more money than the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
Good.
But also remember, bear, for so talking about things about names, bear is not actually what the animals were called. So it was considered like you weren't supposed to. I don't know if it was bad luck or if you would like invoke it somehow, but you were not supposed to say the name of the animal, and so bear was the name substitute that people started using.
Is that true in English? I thought that was just Russian. But you're right. It was the idea that if you said the name of it, you would invoke the creature.
I've read somewhere that the periods attract bears. They can smell the menses.
Oh my god, you are exclusively working on old school references at this point. And it hurts me.
The longer we play, the older Gaz's references get until even Kate and T stop getting them. We just get to like Charles Dickens novels, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna take you to bed, old man.
See, this is
Time to go to bed.
I'm discovering that
And
there
I'd
are
probably
benefits
get it,
to
but-
being like a little bit older than everyone else. I can like dip into the past and
I
it's
don't
I don't know.
think you're older, babes.
Older.
It's okay. If we play at 9 in the morning, he'll be making references to things that are like 200 years in our future. So that's cool.
That's exciting. We're keeping these. That like we've established that they are able to keep any little outfits or like collars we put on them, and we can re-summon them. So
We gonna dress up the bear.
Specified outfits first.
because my heart said outfit, and then my brain went, no, technically we only cleared the collar.
I mean, they would wear any outfits you put them in. That's fine.
Sound of a tired married DM, like, yeah, you can put them in little outfits.
I can put them in outfits. That's all I want.
I mean, if it's a bear, it's not going to be much of a little
Yep,
anything.
one of our neighbors has been smoking the entire time we've been playing.
This
Wow.
motherfucker out
Yeah,
here,
it
he's
must be on
on
the
that.
ground level, because normally when someone gets high, I can smell it, because I've had my window open all night.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
they smelled any of
it
it.
is a heavy smell of the ganja.
Wow.
We have multiple stoners in our terrace building. Gasp!
My lord.
Something
What a
in Australia
surprise.
ripped the head off of a 13-foot long crocodile.
I don't
Very-
enjoy this conversation anymore. That took a turn.
I like
You
that
know-
they specified 13-foot long. Like, is the length of the crocodile actually going to make it any harder to rip the head off?
Yeah, if it was a little crocodile, it would not be anywhere near as
That's
bad.
just
Whereas
such
once they
a
get to 13, once
baby.
they get
Is-
to no, once they get to 13 feet, that neck has some fucking circumference.
Does the 13 feet include the head, or is 13 feet of what is left?
Oh my god, that's I don't know which is worse.
My neck is 21.5 inches around.
I thought you were going to say 21 and a half feet long.
Goddamn.
And I was going to be like, there's something wrong with you.
No, what? Oh, that's a hospital visit.
Swallowing an anvil.
Average fucking analog horror villain.
Mr. Wideneck.
They've got big old necks and weird grinny faces.
Yeah, oh, last little bit of actual game thing. So, Karth,
Yeah.
well, you are. What's your charisma bonus?
+2.
Yeah, so you can easily recruit 2 people. You have one person on the hook already, back
Yeah,
in
I was-
Kresk.
I was
But
trying.
yeah, you were told to speak to that guy's sister.
Yeah, and then we did go back to Kresk.
Yeah, and you can recruit 1 new person without rolls. So these are just people you can recruit.
I think it would be fucked up if we did the Buffy episode where they all get amnesia and turn normal, and Garth just turns into a human man named Garth.
I'm very excited for our tabula rasa episode.
Exactly. With
What?
starring Garth, our
What is that?
favorite guy who hangs out with us. Our favorite human man with soft skin.
It's totally skin.
Because then we
Uh,
get the moves of abject horror before the curse wears off, where Karth becomes obliquely aware of the sensation of existing in a human body and has a panic attack.
So, according to what I could find, this crocodile had its head bitten off either by a very large shark or another crocodile because it
That's
turns out
normal. I feel like crocodile on crocodile violence is like a relatively non-scary thing.
No,
crocodiles have a fascinating physiology. They have they have a second set of fucking nerve endings in their body, and so have the ability to literally just decide not to feel pain.
Oh, okay.
We can all dissociate. There's nothing fucking special about that.
Well,
Part
like I've
dragon car should have been part crocodile. We would have been like, Himarath, can you turn off my nerve endings? He'd be like, hold up, Himarath, I got this. Natural evolution, go.
I've seen videos of an alligator of alligators in a sanctuary being fed, and one alligator went to bite a piece of chicken out of the air, missed, bit another alligator's foot, and then just tore that alligator's foot off. And the alligator getting its foot ripped off did not flinch or move at all.
You gotta imagine that, like, that's the worst first day as a zookeeper. You go out there to feed these objectively terrifying animals some fucking chicken nuggies, and you watch one of them eviscerate the other, and then they're both just staring at you, waiting for you to give them their chicken nuggies, and you just have to process that.
Yeah, you gotta sit there and watch and be like, is this a situation where I have to go in there and get that alligator out to like take it to the vet, or is it good?
Also, just the thing of like, and how hungry are you guys? And one of them rips the other one's foot off, and you're like, I'm in danger.
That's pretty hungry.
Meanwhile, the zookeeper that's training you behind go, yeah, that's totally normal, mate. It happens all the time. Don't worry
Don't
about
even
it.
worry about it, man.
Don't worry about
Don't
it.
even worry about it. It's normal.
They grow back. They grow back.
Give them their fucking chicken nuggies.
Also,
feed the boys their little chicken nuggies.
This is also this is an actual fun fact.
Because pretty fun.
Because of like how their crocodiles, like other reptiles, are technically a cold-blooded, but because of their sheer size, they can actually survive off of as little as like 8 to 10 ounces of meat every like 2 years.
That's pretty impressive.
Wow.
Considering.
It's no wonder they haven't changed in like millions and millions of years, because they've pretty much got it locked down. Like,
you got it
Yeah,
locked down.
I'm huge. I don't feel pain, and I can't die. What have you got for me?
I follow
the crocodile. Fuck you.
I
like, who
follow a
needs
guy.
sapiens?
I follow a guy on TikTok who runs an alligator sanctuary, and he feeds his gators every other Friday, and they get a single chicken thigh with a bone in it apiece. And by his estimate, he is giving them roughly 400% their daily their like required calories.
That's
insane.
And the only reason he's comfortable.
Alligator.
What?
I eat more than an alligator.
I eat more than
That's not allowed. They're bigger than me.
That is a genuine boast. That is a factual boast.
It's meant to be the basic rule that, like, the bigger that you are, the more you have to eat.
Yeah, but if you don't have to burn energy keeping your body warm, like that's a lot of calories you now no longer need to take in.
It's like they're just constantly on like metabolic standby, I guess. Like they don't need
Well, no, they
anything.
can actually do that. Alligators are one of, or I don't know about all alligators, but at least American alligators are one of the species of lizards, of reptiles that have the ability to willingly torpor themselves. They can actively slow their heartbeat to as low as like 20 beats per minute.
Not even like as an evolutionary thing, just for fun. Like at one point, it's like, I wonder if, and just slows its heartbeat right down. It's just like, cool,
cool.
This is
I'm gonna
awesome.
use so few calories.
We just
it turns out Australian saltwater crocodiles can get up to 20 feet long. So that 13-foot crocodile, that's a big animal, but apparently it's not as big as they get.
We just need to not let bosses find out that if you slow your metabolism down, you have to eat less, because otherwise we're all gonna get scaly.
We're all gonna get
Some people are gonna be into that.
saltwater crocodiles can grow as long as males can grow as long as 6 meters and weigh up to 1,500 kilograms.
The reason females can't grow up to 6 meters is because if they try and get too much longer, their noses hit the glass ceiling. It's tragic.
Just
Well, TV isn't there set up in my bedroom and functioning. Does it suck a little bit? Yeah, but we're doing what we can.
that's all we need to do.
I think I'm worried about knocking it over less because I actually will, and more because the way the TV stand is built, it makes the TV wobble quite dramatically in a way that I think actively stabilizes it. But it does mean when you touch it, it just goes like whoop, and it's like, ah, don't do that. Don't move. You're big.
All right, I'm gonna go bed.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 14.
Nice.
I'm going to run too.
You don't have.
So I'll be.
tomorrow.
I don't know if anybody else is doing, but I'm off this week, so I'll be up for a while if people want to do something. Right now, I'm updating the character sheets for your animals. If you notice that their HP is different, I am doing their HP the way a character would do, because usually it's just they do whatever half is rounded down plus the Constitution. I'm giving them quote unquote level 1 max, and then beyond that, I'm doing half rounded up plus whatever their Constitution is. So all of their hit points are going to bump up a little bit.
Neat.
Awesome.
To answer your question, Kate, I finally fucking got approved from working from home as of today, and tomorrow I work from 10:30 until 6:30, which means I do not need to be awake before 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Dope.
Awesome.
The fact that I've had to be getting up at 7:45 for the last couple of months blows, and I'm very excited about this.
Before you all leave, one final fun fact. A newly hatched saltwater crocodile usually measures about 11 inches long and weighs only 2.5 ounces.
No.
Tiny little puppies.
Bye,
Goodbye, recording.
Recording.
Why that was on the record.